everyone, and welcome to this week's ST video, where we're gonna take a look at what is one of the best, at least as far as I'm concerned, shooters on the ST. Xenon 1, published by Melbourne House in 1988 and developed by the legendary Bitmap brothers. And this is one of the games that I got pretty early in my ST life. And I still remember loading it up, and I really didn't know what this was. And once I saw the game and heard the game, I was completely blown away. It was like having an arcade machine in my room, and I was completely amazed. And played it a fair amount. But the game is pretty damn difficult, so I didn't get that far. I can't even remember, maybe stage 3 or something was as far as I could get. And looking at the cover artwork, which was also used in the ad, and you can see it here without the overlaid title and other graphics, really awesome looking. And I'm not entirely sure if this was commissioned specifically for the game. I think it was, because it does kind of have some similarities compared to the game, but I'm not entirely sure. It's possible that this was done for something else and Melbourne House just bought the license to use it. And the awesome artwork was made by self-taught artist Paul Kidby. Was born in West London in 1964, and he worked on a lot of different things. He's made a lot of Terry Pratchett stuff, like book covers and also other things related to the Discworld series, and I think other Pratchett shenanigans as well. An exceptionally talented artist that's also been doing a fair amount of game covers for, I think, for Melbourne House and probably some other publishers as well. But it's kind of tricky to find this summarized. Often the cover artist is forgotten when it comes to game credits. And also worth noting is that Xenon 1 was one of the games that was made for the Arcadia systems, which was Mastertronic's arcade cabinet that was based on, I think, an Amiga 500 that had some changes to its hardware. And I would imagine that Xenon was one of the better choices, because the other games I don't think worked particularly well in an arcade, like Road Wars and Ninja Mission, and I can't remember the others. And not surprisingly, the Arcadia systems cabinet was a big failure for Mastertronic, and I don't think it saw much distribution. But enough said about that. Let's dive into the ST version of Xenon and see how it looks and plays. And this is the Arcadia Systems release of the game, and I think it's the exact same version that was released in the UK by Melbourne House, as far as I know anyway. Yeah, and still remember the metallic logo appearing and thinking, wow, that looks so metal. I was amazed by that. I actually sat down and copied it myself and just had a look at how they made the metal and made my own font. I was just fascinated by the graphics in this game. And we got music by David Withek, so that's another awesome thing about the game, but let's just quickly press fire. And this just, wow, such a cool opening. And wait for it.
Sector 1.
Yeah, that Sector 1 digitized animation was just awesome, and I think that is Eric Matthews, one of the Bitmap brothers. Pretty damn neat. And let's see if I can play this. I haven't played it for a bit. I did another video about shooters on the ST, where I did play it, and it is damn difficult. And by pressing space we can switch between flying mode and ground tank mode. So let's just go with the tank mode. There's going to be a bunch of... no, it's going to be these guys first. What the hell? What? Yeah, you can swap. Oh, stop it. If you just... oh man. This is one of the annoyances of the game. If you just waggle the stick quickly, yeah, you can switch between flying mode and tank mode. And oh yeah, it's rather annoying because I'm using buttons to emulate a joystick. Okay, let's try that again. I have now swapped controls to a real joystick, and yeah, this is a huge difference. Yeah, much better. Hopefully I'm going to be able to make this work a bit better. Let's just destroy the annoying turrets. Take that, you evil thing. Let's go into tank mode. And I think the tank is, at least as I remember, it's mostly useful in the early levels of the game. I think it gets far less useful later on, which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, what a difference. What a huge difference to play with a real joystick in this case. Sometimes buttons work just fine, but not in this case. Take that, turret. And there's a fair amount of power-ups you can get for the game. Oh no, I don't want that space ball. Should have kept the double space balls, I like them. And I think we may have... Yeah, we have shields we can refill as well, if I don't remember completely incorrectly. And we've got these annoying little bugs. No, please don't. Oh yeah, this works much, much better with a joystick. Oh, it's getting a little bit tricky. I'm going to try and get this guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use flying mode there. Still have a fair amount of my shield. Ah, these guys. Take that. Okay, let's just switch. And this game is steel balls hard. Just insanely difficult. Oh, I got my double balls. That's nice. Let's see if we can maybe start flying, blast that thing, because the turrets that are on top of buildings we can't destroy, and the broken turrets will quite happily block my shot. Let's just go down a bit and see if we can be a bit sneaky. Okay, we'll still fire from off screen. That's not very nice. And why am I not moving? Come on. Yeah, the problem is often getting out of the way. And I picked up another thing that I don't want, but this I want. We've got homing missiles, I think, to an extent at least. This is pretty useful. I think that is a laser. I don't want that, but yeah, let's just not pick it up. Not even by mistake. And I think it's time for boss number 1. Ah, I lost quite a lot of my shield. Man. I've only got my mono ball, and yeah, now we switch to tank mode. And the annoying thing with tank mode is that we have to move into a direction to be able to fire in that direction. That is freaking annoying. And we need to shoot into the mouth of this thing, if that's even a mouth. Oh man, you annoying little git. Yeah, I can't really remember the patterns here, can I? Well, we'll sort you out, don't worry about it. Yeah, we're quite slow in tank mode as well, so... I don't know how precise we have to be, if we can fire from the side maybe? Or maybe we need to hit this guy straight in the mouth? I think the Spectrum version is pretty lenient when it comes to the precision you need. Come on. Oh, sometimes you can't get out of the way even if you start moving in time. I would have preferred to be in flying mode, but I don't think I can switch. No, I can't. We have to be in this annoying tank mode. It is... Oh yeah, I think I'm making some sort of progress. And we can hold the fire button pressed. We get some sort of auto fire. It's not great, but it does help a bit. And I just keep missing. Yeah, take that! Oh no! Oh, why did I go forward? And of course we are back here, and these things... Yeah, I don't think they will harm me actually. I don't think they'll fire, but they will faithfully chase after me. It's so easy to take damage in this game. It's crazy. Maybe I should get the laser. Yeah, let's get the laser, actually. Hopefully I get to keep it for a bit. Okay, got the laser. I'm not sure how... Oh, and I lose it? That is super duper annoying. But I got my double balls, so... Going much better this time. So let's try and not make some silly mistakes. Ah, perfect line up there. Yeah! Doesn't take that many shots to get this guy, but it is still quite tricky to get them in there. Okay, you can't hit me, so I'm gonna ignore you. but they are going to follow me, but I don't care because the second level is focused on these raised platforms, and I don't think the ground nasties can actually follow me. I can switch to ground mode, of course, but I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not. And here's where we're going to start seeing some slowdown, some pretty bad slowdown, because there's a lot going on and the poor ST is certainly having issues. And why? Come on, I don't want to go into tank mode. And of course, the graphics for this game still looks great. I mean, it's really nice looking. It's got a bit of a limited palette, of course, but it does look really, really nice. Why did I switch? I don't know. I keep... Oh, come on. Move. Get up. And sometimes you get two cannons out of the same tile, so to speak. And I remember being so amazed by how the cannon would come up on lifts. That just looked so awesome. And yeah, the graphics still look really, really, really nice. And I can't remember what that is, but I'm picking it up anyway. And I think the last part of this section of this stage is pretty damn nightmarish because there's so many turrets and they will just annihilate the frame rate. And of course this game is very much reliant on your power-ups. If you don't have power-ups, you are screwed. That's no way around it. I did have a shield there, so it didn't take damage. And there's this guy again. I don't remember. Okay, you have a dip. I didn't remember that. That's annoying. Yeah, in this game you have no chance if you don't have power-ups. Absolutely no chance. And you will lose them when you die, and on the higher levels you will suffer because it's very difficult staying alive. And getting new power-ups is not always possible, so that is kind of my main gripe with this game. It's way too hard. I mean, come on, look at this. Absolute nightmare. And that's it. Yeah, I didn't get very far, did I? I had hoped to be able to get to stage 2. Or, you know, where you get some new graphics. I don't know if that is stage 3 maybe. I don't quite remember the game too well. But let's try one more time. At least the game's got a pretty good difficulty curve. You slowly get into it. But the higher levels have a crazy increase in difficulty. And also never been a fan of the fact that the explosions looks like projectiles. It's a little bit confusing. And I think F gives us back our shield. Yeah, getting better at dealing with that guy. And the game is actually decently fun still, I must say. Maybe it hasn't aged perfectly, and yeah, especially in the difficulty department, I would say. Oh yeah, the missiles are great to have on this stage. And again, I keep switching when I don't want to. It's still a little bit tricky. Sometimes you just get cornered or you're just pushed into a corner because there's too many projectiles and you can't get past them. I wish they would have reduced the amount of projectiles sometimes, or just made the hitbox a little bit smaller. I think that would have been amazing. And we can just deal with those guys using my invulnerability. Okay, let's try and get out of the way. This guy is major pain in my butt. Where are you going next? You're going to do the same round again? I think you are. You filthy space scum. Oh man, stop firing so damn frequently. Oh, and you can't go any further up than that. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, so annoying. Oh, I think he's flashing up. Yep, finally. This guy is tough. Take that. Ah, yeah, finally. Oh yeah, stage 2 or 3, however you see it. And this is where the game starts to getting rather tricky. Oh, Sector 2, sorry. Sorry, Matthew. And you absolutely have to know the patterns here, otherwise you are doomed, because you will be just covered in projectiles. And look at this. I mean, come on, give me a flipping break. And this is bullet hell before bullet hell was invented. I mean, how the hell am I supposed to be able to avoid this? Especially when I lose my power-ups. Oh man, this puny laser thing. And you, please die. Oh goodness. And we need to deal with these filthy turrets on the sides because they will make my life a living hell. But we can't touch the walls because then it's game over. Ah, look at this. And look at the barrage of bullets. I need to get over here, but I can't. There's not enough space and there's people attacking me from all directions. Yeah, the game becomes a living nightmare on stage 2 or sector 2. But a really awesome shooter that still looks great, but gameplay, yeah, it's maybe a little bit too punishing these days, I would say. But hey, let's head over to the review section and see what some other people had to say about this one. And SD Action had this mega review where they had a look at 10 different shoot-em-ups on the ST, and they awarded Xenon, I think, the highest score at 85%. And the lowest rated one was, of course, Screaming Wings at 25%, an absolute piece of garbage. I don't think 25% is low enough, but hey, that's a discussion for a different time. And they had this to say about the game. Xenon has been well designed and programmed, with the result that the player yearns for that one last go. Although Xenon represents nothing staggeringly new, it is well implemented and extremely playable. For these reasons alone, Xenon will surely be the finest shoot-em-up to date in your collection. And of course they are also very enthusiastic about the graphics of the game and the sound effects and the music. ST User awarded the game an Atari Star User game and awarded the game a full 10 out of 10, which even for ST User was a bit unusual. And Annie Richards wrote, "Wow, what an amazing game. This must rate as one of the best seen so far this year. It's incredibly fast, very addictive, has brilliant graphics and superb sound effects and music. I love the digitized announcement of each section. Go out and buy it now, you won't regret it." And the other reviewer said, "This game is an absolute must and deserves a place in every arcade game collection. I can thoroughly recommend it to anyone looking for the ultimate fast action shoot-em-up." And yeah, I can't argue with that. It's an excellent shooter, and in my opinion, this is more fun than Xenon 2. It was just a little bit too quirky, but I mean, it's a personal taste thing, but I had more fun with Xenon 1 than I had with Xenon 2. It may have looked and sounded better, but yeah, the gameplay didn't quite agree with me in that one. And with that, I'm just going to say thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope to catch you next time. Cheers!